Okay, you guys, what is up? King Lightning gonna do One Piece chapter 660. Yeah. Tack. Yo. Yeah. Let me get into the synopsis, alright? Synopsis, okay? The chapter starts off, and it's Nami's group, and Nami's group is basically, the kids are discussing about how they got captured in the first place, and basically they were abducted. Even though their parents wanted them to be cured from their ailment, these random people just came and took them. So that's how they're there in the first place, and I'll get into that later. But what wound up happening is that Nami and Nami's group winds up going into this room where it's completely frozen over. Of course, Aokiji, obviously, ice is his thing. However, we notice that there are frozen corpses within the wall of ice. And all of a sudden, Chopper, Nami start freaking out, and they make a beeline for the exit, and the kids follow. And then we get into the scene of Sanji and Frankie, and they're done taking care of these sheepmen, or these goatmen, whatever you want to call them. And Sanji's basically having an argument with the samurai, because the samurai's trying to be really noble about trying to find his kid, even though he has no body with him at this current time. And Sanji's like, okay, well, we'll help you out. And the samurai doesn't want to be in debt to pirates, so Sanji's raging on the floor. Samurai's getting cocky as fuck. And then Frankie's like, well, you know that you made your decision the moment you grabbed him in the first place. And so Sanji's really mad. Samurai gets cocky, and when Samurai gets cocky in front of Sanji, what happens? You get a kick to the face. So Sanji kicks him in the face. And he's all bruised and battered. And then we get into a scene, and this is the main gist of this chapter. We get into a scene of Trafalgar Law and Smoker. Okay? And Trafalgar Law is basically saying how Smoker may have planted the message from the Black Denden Mushi, because the Marines are known for forging forging communications, so they can go into islands that normally they couldn't go to. And basically he's like, okay, well, I know that you guys could have done that, but this is my vacation house, so fuck off. And Smoker's, arguing back and forth. And then this is what happens. Something really strange, and it's very strange. This entire scene was very, 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 very strange. You see, oh man, what happened was, it was so weird, because Chopper and Nami, they find the exit, and the exit winds up being the exact location where Smoker and Trafalgar Law are. And then what happens after that is basically the kids come out. Chopper busts through the door, the kids come out, and they're all there, and they're trying to, decipher what's going on. And then all of a sudden, Frankie, and it's so weird because Frankie is like in tank mode. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Frankie is in tank mode, and he's singing a song, and these kids are following along in the lyrics. Something about being a pro. I have no idea what exactly was going on. And then Sanji and the samurai are looking really fucking embarrassed. Like, are we really with this idiot? And then it gets super fucking weird, because Frankie, Chopper, Sanji and the samurai, and all the kids around them are in the front of Smoker, his crew, and Trafalgar Law, and they're all doing the super. They're all going like, super! And I'm like, what the fuck? It was so weird. It was funny as all hell, but it was so fucking weird. I didn't know what exactly to make of that. I was like, what did they just do? Like, it was really fucking weird. And then Sanji deciphers, Sanji, he sees Smoker, he sees Tashigi, of course, pretty lady, and they decide to turn around and find a back entrance. So after all that super, after all that weird shit, after Frankie in tank mode, they decide to bail. And I was like, whoa, it was really a funny moment. I'm not gonna lie, it was really funny. And then what happened after that is that Smoker wants to give chase, because Smoker, once Smoker sees a Mugiwara, once he sees a Straw Hat crew member, it's automatic beast mode. We gotta go hunt and kill the Straw Hats. And what happened, Trafalgar Law is like, no, that's not gonna happen. So what does he do? He does some beastly. Trafalgar Law does some beastly shit. He makes a giant room, and then he goes tack. He points his finger down, then raises it up, and then all of a sudden, Smoker's marine ship starts to just completely flip over along with the water that's underneath it. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Because these marine ships are fucking huge. They have to hold thousands upon thousands of marine soldiers, and some of them can be way bigger than modern day skyscrapers. And this is a big marine ship. Is it the biggest kind? Probably not. But Jesus Christ, he just went like this, and the entire thing starts to flip over, and it's about to fall on Smoker's head. And in response to that, Smoker just goes, "People like you need to be disassembled." And I was like, "Yo, are Smoker and Law about to duke this shit out?" And I was like, "Yes," because I want to see Smoker and Law fight. That's gonna be a good fight. Now, that's the end of the chapter. Now, let me explain a few things, all right? First of all, at the beginning of the chapter, when the kids were talking about these people that came and took him, these people could have been Trafalgar Law's original crew, you know? Because we haven't seen Beppo or any of his other Cap Goonies. We haven't seen any of them. So, maybe they're going around collecting these sick kids. For the reason why, I have no idea. Also, another reason also the next thing I want to point out is that these people that were frozen, that were encased in the frozen wall, the corpses, they could have been either the hearts that Trafalgar Law, like the pirate, you know how they said that Trafalgar Law took 100 hearts and gave it to like the world government? Well, it could have been those guys that are encased in the frozen wall, or it could have been prisoners that were originally there from Aokiji, because Aokiji was, remember, Aokiji, Kizaru, and Akainu, after the Marineford War, were ordered to clean up the mess that was happening, not only from the escaped prisoners, but also from the also because of people that were rampaging across the world because of Whitebeard's death. So these pirates could have, or these prisoners could have already been there before Trafalgar Law even got there in the first place. Now, what I do want to say is that Trafalgar Law has clearly gotten better with his devil fruit power. Obviously, alright? It's a giant room, and he's manipulating everything in that giant room. Where originally all we saw was him cutting things and mixing people together. However, what I do want to say is that this is a clear example of how you develop your skill within the One Piece world. Crocodile said it himself. In order to become stronger with the devil fruit, you must have an understanding, a true understanding of its powers. Notice how Brook, the Yomi Yomi no Mi, he's the best example. Brook, and by the way, because Brook is going to this exact location, he may wind up in the middle of this fight between Smoker and Trafalgar Law, but Brook is the best example. Brook had the ability of the Yomi Yomi no Mi, and in his mind, it was just to come back to life. However, Oda expanded upon this, where Brook is actually able to manipulate his soul and the souls of others. He's able to create illusions through sound vibrations in one's eardrum, and thus taking their soul and manipulating their soul through sound. That's how Brook is able to evolve. He's able to take the ice of the underworld just through the Yomi Yomi no Mi. So it's clearly an example of how to become stronger, not just through hockey, but through mastery of the devil fruit. That is and Trafalgar Law is clearly a great example. He makes a way bigger room than he usually can, and is manipulating structures within that room with just a finger. A finger. He's able to lift up huge ass structures like marine ships with ease. The only person I know who can do that, opposed to Trafalgar Law, is Shiki. And Shiki fought with Sengoku and Garp. So, I mean, I'm just saying, this is, it's good shit. It's good shit. Maybe, because I believe that One Piece will go through another time skip. Maybe after that other time skip, he'll make a huge fucking room and start levitating islands and shit. Like Shiki, because remember, Shiki You know, the Fuwa no Mi. He made like island chains in the fucking sky and shit. I'm just saying, it is a possibility for the near future. Now, I mean, this chapter, ultimately speaking, it was good. I liked it. All right, obviously, all right, obviously, fucking Law doing his thing, Smoker, Law facing off. Maybe that's a good setup. That's a good setup, Oda. Good shit. But I do want to say a few announcements for One Piece videos. There are going to be a few videos because I am going to be on break next week, spring break. So what I'm going to try to do is that I want to have 3 One Piece videos out, alright? Either hopefully by this weekend, or either this weekend and next week. And what's going to happen is that there are going to be 3 videos, alright? One is going to be the Fishman Island arc overview. The other video is going to be why I prefer Sanji over Zoro. And trust me, I know I will get more into that later. Or why, basically it's Sanji over Zoro and the reasons why. And the last video is going to be a special video that I thought about and I actually have notes for it. So basically, like, be on the lookout for those One Piece videos, all right? And those One Piece discussions. But that being said, King Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Signing off. Peace.